Alright, let's get it done. This is Mutant Donkey YouTube channel, link to Mutant Donkey, whatever the hell, podcast. And this is gonna be a opening, a reveal, I don't know what you call those things, unboxing, plural, unboxing of 4 games. 2 of them are still in the shrink wrap, and two of them have been opened before. I have not played any of these games. Of course that's a lie because I demoed 2 of them, but I really don't count that as playing the game per se, because you just demo a little bit part of it. So we're gonna start, well, let's just get into it. Look at my hands. Surviving the Game by Dwayne Moore, double games. I met Dwayne at a comic convention in New Caney where he was demoing the game for people, and he asked me to stop by and we demoed the game for a bit. So this is the first one, Surviving the Game. Surviving the Game is a deck building game. Great, I'm gonna have to open this. There may be a time lapse in which you see this already opened. Yeah, open. Okay, no, we don't want this up the shot. Okay, hold on. Okay. By the way, while I'm doing all this shit, make sure to not like and subscribe. I repeat, do not like or subscribe to this fucking channel because I have a day job and I don't give a shit. Let's see. Why is this upside down? Is it upside down? No? It looks good. Okay, Surviving the Game by Mr. Dwayne. Really nice guy. I met him again at PAX South and he was demoing the game for other people. So this game plays like a mashup between Dominion and Smash TV. I don't know if you guys remember that 80s arcade game Smash TV, a twisting shooter where you're playing in a game similar to, what was that movie with Arnold? I don't remember. He was in a movie where he was in a game, in a show game, I guess? A game show, sorry. Show game, ESL, sorry. There's no show game, it's game show. So he's in a game show and you have to fight for your life and survive. So this is a little bit similar to where you have like some character classes, like 4 different character classes. So this comes with a die and some some stands for your cards based on what you pick. Let me see. Here we have cards, and it says here, see that I'm not lying, cards. Oh no, creds. Look at that, it's creds. Creds for credits, because what you do is that during the course of the game you accrue different equipment, and then you go fight in the game show and you have to fight bosses, and you take turns fighting bosses, whoever wants to fight the boss. And then according to the things that you have bought with credits, you can buy different things. These are the monsters. The ones that have the red on the top left are the monsters. I think that's their hit points and all that stuff. And so you'll put these, I think, face down in a row, and then you'll get your dude to go through them, and whoever can beat the last boss wins. So this is Surviving the Game. And so here you have some parts. For example, you can buy cybernetics for 10, or is it 40? I think 40. I think 10 is the damage that you do. Unarmed combatants and or melee weapons you play get plus 10, so plus 10 damage basically. And so you have 3 character classes. I think there's 3. I don't know if Dwayne excuse me, I don't know if Dwayne added any more character classes. There's bio reflexes, and some of these cards, or a lot of these cards, are geared towards one of the 3 character classes. There we go. Okay, well, if you want to see the rest, you have to buy the game. Don't, you know. Actually, I don't know if Dwayne has it for sale yet. If Dwayne, if you ever comment on the, leave a comment and let me know when, where people can get copies of this game if they want to. I haven't gotten a chance to play it since I got it. I kickstarted. By the way, I just want to make a global statement here. All these games, 3 of these games I backed. Surviving the Game, this Mama Jama here, and that thing over there. That thing over there. I was in the Kickstarter for them. The other one, I got it on the internet through a promotion, and I'll show you guys what that is later. Okay, more cards, more cards. What am I doing? Okay, all these look similar. Okay, there's a rocket launcher. So you see you have weapons. You have, I think one of the classes uses hand-to-hand. One of the classes specializes in using guns, and I don't know if there's a demolition class maybe. I think one of them, they have psychic powers maybe? I'm not sure, I don't remember. But I've been meaning to get this thing opened and played with. Okay, what else do we have? In this unboxing we have biogenes. What are these things? I don't remember these. Do I? Injury, level 1, level 5, cyborg, soldier. Am I off frame here? Soldier, barracks, level 4, level 2. I think you have to get all the way to level 5. There you go. So at the beginning of the game you get some standard cards, and then you get to buy, the first couple of turns of the game you get to buy cards. Basically you build your deck little by little. And then later, while you're playing the game and beating opponents, you get money to continue adjusting your deck. So there's the classes. So there's a biogene. Oop, why is there so much glare? Is there glare here? Glare's coming from over there. Where the hell is the glare coming from? Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's a biogene. This is the soldier. Here you have an example of the turn sequence. Freeze it and memorize it. You have a cyborg. So cyborg, soldier, biogene, and I think that's it. So they just have different art forms, so you can pick whatever you want. And each one is geared towards a specific set of items, although you're never as far as I know, you're never prohibited for buying any items. So I do like that mechanic that you can build your own deck as you go, and every game that you play is different, and every game has different bosses or different obstacles to get to the final boss, which I think is number 5. So let me see, what are these? Oh, these are the stand-up guys. Oh, let's open this since we are actually revealing stuff. Let's open stuff. And these are countdowns. I don't remember what the countdowns are for. Maybe grenades and stuff. I don't know. So we did demo this game. It was a lot of fun. You play, I think, 4 players, and I think you play against each other. Of course, we got the game designed and created by Dwayne Moore right here. There's a bunch of playtesters. I wasn't a playtester, even though I did play the game before it was released. And this is an example of the setup for how you set up the cards and all that stuff. Okay. So you have to enter through one side, enter through here, exit through there, and then you win the game. But it's very rare that people actually win this game. It's normally who can stay alive the longest. And then these are the instructions. Nice little tight package. There you go. 18 little pages of instructions, so nothing too demanding. Okay, so I don't want to hear any whining from lazy people. Read it, play it, get it, got it, good. All right. Moving on. Okay, so that was Surviving the Game by Dwayne Moore. Round of applause. I'm pausing for effect. Okay, good. Next, we have 1, 2, 3. We're gonna go with OverBattle. OverBattle is a wonderful game created by Aggies for everybody else, even though I'm also an Aggie. I'm not biased on anything. Okay, let me see if I can bring it around here. You can't see me. Perfect. Perfect, because I have a really ugly face and I don't want you to see my face. There you go. Okay, this is OverBattle, the All War. This game is a love letter to Axis and allies, but in space. So what you do here is you have 4 factions, all aliens, trying to do military conquest of space. And it does play, or it has similar characteristics to Axis and allies, my friends. My Sean Connery. That's not Sean Connery. Okay, so anyway, that's the lid. Congratulations. Next. What is really cool about this game is, okay, we're gonna pause, and then once I start again, you guys are gonna see the cool setup. Okay, okay. Look at this. This I got off of the Kickstarter, I guess add-on, which is neoprene. Is this neoprene? I don't know what the material these things are. I'm ESL, so I don't know what they're called. Anyway, this is a mat specific for this game. This mat, thankfully, some allergies here. Allergies are not good. Okay, so this seems to fit my table perfectly. If my table was longer, that is. Oh, you mean I didn't stretch it all the way? Okay, excuse me while I block the screen. Floop, 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 floop. God damn. Holy shit, this thing barely fits my table. You see this little thing sticking right here. So this is space, my friends. That is the board. Okay, let me bring this. So, okay, this is Scyther Gaming. And I met these guys at PAX South, and I did a little demo of a little battle. Just an isolated battle, just to start getting the mechanics of it. If you've ever played Axis and Allies, it does play similarly in the way that units move, in the way that you have to pick up units from planets, drop them in other planets. Kind of like doing an amphibious assault sometimes, because you can protect your own planet with shields, and you can have transports, and you can have mechs. And now that we're talking about mechs, here's mechs! 2 of them! Look at them! Worship the mechs. And these are the races. One interesting thing about this game, it is an asymmetric game, asymmetric, which means there are 4 races. You have the Metarians, the Metarians. Right here, these yellow dudes, Taborites right here. Then you have the Galicians right here. And then these dudes are, ooh, boy, am I getting bright spots. Okay, the Sin. It's a Sin. So the Sin start the game in like passive mode, because they're kind of like a faction that has been living. While I talk, I'm gonna show you guys some pages here. So there's pages, instructions. The Sin are a faction that needed help, and so they came to the galaxy or to the space or whatever. I don't know if this is a galaxy or what the hell it is. It's just space. And so they came for help, and so the 3 factions are supposedly at peace right before the game starts. And then the Sin have an ulterior motive, and I think they promoted war somehow. And so the 3 factions are now warring each other. Okay, so here's the instructions. Blah, blah, blah. So the 3 factions are warring each other, these 3 factions. And the Sin is taking not trash, it's taking refuge. It's staying with them, with all of them. So nobody can attack them, and they can't attack anybody, although they can participate in some combat. I have read through the instructions, by the way, this is why this is open. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. So this is asymmetric play, so after some turns, you will roll to see if randomly if the Sin become active, and at that point they become an aggressive faction. So whoever's playing the Sin gets an opportunity to start murdering people and backstabbing them. The problem is the Sin don't normally start with as many units and money as the other 3 factions. So it's a give and take, and they can plan while the other 3 are fighting around. And by the way, this is a unit guide, a completely separate book which explains all the units. So you have the instructions, which is right here, and then you have the unit guide, which is right here. And this has all the units from bombers to fighters, oh shit, bombers to fighters to scouts. So you have little ships, you have big ships, you have like the equivalent of aircraft carriers. So you have carriers right here. And so you can carry other units that can't go into deep space. If those get killed, obviously the units get killed, just like in Axis and Allies. When somebody takes down your aircraft carrier and you have planes in the middle of the Pacific, they can't land, they're dead. Okay, similar things. So you have spaceships, you have ground troops as well. You have mechs, you have soldiers, you have shield generators, bombers, fighters here. Let me see what else. Oh! An ion cannon, we all know that what that does, right? Because in Empire Strikes Back, we saw how the ion cannon works, right? So perfect. So yeah, it's great. You can shield your own planet so people can't land on it until they destroy the shield generator while battling the ion cannons. And this game comes with quite a bit of stuff. These are planets. There's like 8 of these. There's like 6 big ones, 2 small ones. I don't know. There's moons. There's planets that you put on top of here to. People take turns putting their planets down, and you decide where you're gonna live in the universe and in the galaxy and stuff. Okay, perfect. I just gotta point out on this end that I'm lifting right here. Let me pan just. Oh, holy shit! Let me pan just a little bit down there. If you see that, it says attacker and defender right there, and that. That's, you know, in Axis and Allies you had your little board where you had attacker and defender. This has it built into the mat. Okay, and don't worry if you don't get one of these mats, because see, this is a 4-player game, by the way. Oh shit. Because if you don't have a mat, the game does come with its own mat. And here it is. So this is what the mat in the game looks like. Okay, it's like a foldable fabric, which is not as thick as the other one, but it still should be the same size. You know, with all the same trimmings. So there it is. So worry not, it comes ready to play. You don't have to order anything else. So this game uses the most underused die in Dungeons and Dragons, which is the 12-sided die. There's nothing here but 12-sided dice. Look at all this 12-sided die. And all the little conquering stones, little things where you can mark your territory. And then you collect income just like in Axis and Allies, depending on how many territories you have. Got it? Okay. You have your units. Each unit is color coded for your pleasure. There you go. You have kind of brown. Oh, these are the moons. These are the smaller moons and planets. You can put asteroids too, and you can block certain areas. And you can block certain areas. Okay, there's special navigation that happens when you get into the gravitational pull of a planet into its orbit, and the movement changes. So you can skirt from planet to planet if there's in the same gravitational area, in the same orbit. There's ways to travel a little bit faster by cheating by the placement of planets. You can also block certain parts of space with asteroids, so your enemies are forced to go around. Oh, these are you will recognize the tokens from Axis and Allies, which are the red ones and the white ones. The blue ones are different. I forgot what the blue ones were for, but they do have a use. On top of that, you have, oh, let me see. So I'm just going to finish showing you the other ones, the factions here. So that's red, and this is yellow. And of course I'm missing the blue right here. Blah, blah. And as a backer of this game, I also got a USB drive which has PDFs for all kinds of stuff. Rules and things. Oh, it should have all the STI files if you want to 3D print stuff, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think. By the way, the OverBattle has cards in it with all the units, and guess what? You can scan them using these QR codes. And so everybody, if you're wondering what a unit does, instead of looking through the instructions or whatever, you can just use these QR codes. Oh, this is Tyler Gaming, by the way. Apparently they're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and the internet, whatever that is. So you can scan the QR code and it pops up on your tablet or your phone or whatever, and you can take a more detailed look and description of the units that you're playing with. That way you can be looking at stuff and not raising any suspicion as to what you're looking at. In addition, this game comes with a, well, you get this kind of Dungeon Master screens. so people can't see what the players are buying, you know, because you buy your units in secret. Other than your starting units, you buy your units in secret, put them behind your thing, and then deploy them so people can't counter you. They can't snipe you. They can't counter your choices. Okay, so these are Dungeon Master screens, I'm gonna call them, although obviously it's probably trademark. So next. This is a 3D battlefield. You're gonna go over here, blah, 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 and you're gonna assemble it, and it's got different tiers. It adds a level of complexity to combat. It adds a level of complexity to the combat that you have experienced in Axis and Allies. Whereas you can go to a high attack mode, you can stay in the middle for a regular attack, or you can go to the low tier for a defensive attack. Units on the low and high can attack each other, so if you go low and your opponent goes high, the combat's over if they can't hit each other and there's the only units left. So be wary of that mechanic. But in a way, you can move your units up and down to become more aggressive and more defensive depending on what you want to do, so it gives you a lot more options. It's perfect. Other than that, it plays very similar to Axis and Allies in space. This is Scyther Gaming. Scyther Gaming. Woo! Okay. Is that it? Am I done with this game? This is, yeah. Okay, hold on. There's one more thing that we didn't look at. I don't know what the hell's in here, because I haven't opened this part of it. This is, look, notice, I didn't lie. Every card has a QR code right here. Okay? These are the cards for all the things that you can buy, and you can get generators. Oh, is that a mech? Mech. So if you like Mech Warrior, you get mechs in this game. You also get space stations, like Babylon 5 or Deep Space Nine. Armor, so tanks. Your German tanks are back from Axis and Allies. You're welcome. And bombers. Okay, well, I'm not going to show them all to you, but they're here. Don't fret. So this is OverBattle from Scyther Gaming. I have not gotten to play it yet because I started getting all these games just recently, meaning the end of 2021, and I haven't, kind of with the pandemic, I haven't had a chance to get everybody together for a huge gaming thing. I need to get a lot of people together to play all these games. So that's why the games that I have here, like this one, I have demoed briefly, but I have not actually played a game. Neither Surviving the Game, I demoed it, but I haven't played it per se, not a full game. So these two are the ones that I've actually had my hands into. So give it up for OverBattle. Perfect. Okay, and up next, let me reset, and here we go. Cut. And then there were two. So we're gonna do first. We're gonna do first the one that I already opened, which is not this one. This is a fucking huge box. This reminds me of Gloomhaven, the size of the box and the heftiness. But we're gonna move it back here for now. Next is, if you like Borderlands, well, you will love the shit out of this. This is Bunkers and Badasses. I just got this last week, or a week and a half ago, and I ordered it through a special promotion. I don't even know where I heard about this. Honestly, I think it was just an email I got. I don't know. But I pre-ordered this thing, and to my knowledge, I don't know where you can buy or get this. So this is a very special item. And I also love Borderlands, having played the first Borderlands, Borderlands 2, Tales from the Borderlands, Borderlands the pre-sequel, and my least favorite, Borderlands 3. I wasn't as crazy about Borderlands 3, but the other Borderlands are solid. This is, and if you see the ant symbol over here, reminiscent of Dungeons and Dragons, you got it. This is Tiny Tina's Bunkers and Badasses, which I call back to Dungeons and Dragons. So this is actually the tabletop role-playing game for Borderlands. I just blew your minds away, I can tell. Let me look at this thing. Oop. Okay. So this is Tiny Tina's. You can tell by all her scribbles on the back of this box. Beautiful box. I love this box. I love the relief. You can see all this little relief here on the side. Let me see if I can get an angle. Look at these. Look at that those little patterns there, etched in the box, and this has some relief to it. So this is a beautiful box. Honestly, they did a great job for this. Here's the Borderlands 20-sided die being showcased right here, and let's see. Of course, this is Gearbox Entertainment, Nirvana Games, and Leather, Leder Games. So here we go. Let's dive into Bunkers and Badasses. Obviously, I still haven't played this game because I haven't played shit, okay? Leave me, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay, these are the monster little card things. You know how when you play Pathfinder or Dungeons and Dragons, you have to buy these separate? Well, no, my friends, this comes in the box. You get your own stand-up figures, which they don't stand up until you make them stand up. They're flat, laying down figures until you stand them up. There you go. All right, next. You get your characters. And from what I've seen, I don't think that there's any characters from the third Borderlands. Okay, these are my friends. Big boy. Big boy is this die, which is a big boy. Okay, so this is, I love this. I love how all this is like, you know, Tiny Tina's putting her signature on everything you have your hands into. And that was my favorite DLC of Borderlands 2, by the way. It was the Tiny Tina's Dungeon Adventure, whatever that thing was called. Yes, I know, I got a cough, I got allergies, fuck off. Okay, you got what looks to be like brick up here. This, I don't remember the guy from the second Borderlands because I didn't play this guy over here. I don't remember what he's called. This should be Lilith right here. But this miniatures are kind of small. Like, I like to paint miniatures, and this is a little bit smaller than I'm used to painting. Like, her face would be really hard to paint correctly. I don't know. My character that I played through Borderlands 2, Zero. Here we go. And then you even get to play as the Psycho. Apparently there was one expansion I didn't play, or a little DLC from Borderlands 2 where you got to play the Psycho. I finished Borderlands 2 before that came out, so I never knew it had come out. So this is the Psycho. You can play as the Psycho. And this is the mech girl, I imagine, from the DLC of the second game. Because I know there's a mech girl in the third game. I'm bad with names, so don't fucking sue me. Although this is Mordecai. Everybody knows Mordecai. Yay, you can play Mordecai. Okay, so there we go. So you got Brick, you got Roland. Is this Roland? I don't know if that's Roland, maybe. Okay, there we go. So, oh no, sorry, this is Roland. I'm fucking blind. Okay, don't sue this channel. We don't have any fucking money, okay? Alright, this is the big die right here. And these are your typical Dungeons and Dragons dice. There you go. I love the packaging. I love how everything comes in a very nice neat box. Everything has its place, so it's very easy to put away. And let me say it again, everything that you need to play the game everything that you need to play the game is here. Everything is gonna be alright. Let me move this a little bit to the there. To the here. Okay, there we go. Now, oh, beautiful. Bunkers and Badasses. The book. It's not a player guide, it's not a Dungeon Master's guide, it's not a monster's manual, it's all of the above. Because Bunkers and Badasses, God, this is a beautiful book. I love the black and white. Look at this. Doesn't that look good? Ooh, okay. Bunkers and Badasses, and let's share the experience here. Okay, so we have character creation up here. We have playing the game here. Running the game over here, chapter 3. So Dungeon Master's area right here. And then one of these things has encounters, loot, guns, guilds. Sorry, I'm out of frame here. Guns, guilds, prefixes, whatever. And then you have adventures down here. And this section also has the monsters. Okay, so I'll show you a couple of pages. I'm not going to show too much so that you just to get a flavor for the Berserker, one of the classes in the game, the Berserker. There we go. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, this comes with cards too, which has guns in it. I don't know how the random generation of guns works in this game, but there seems to be cards with already guns on them, so, you know, go figure. Let's see, all the gun companies over here. Pictures of guns, because we all like that. Borderlands guns, pictures of. Beautiful, there we go. Okay, what else? Oh, look at this drawing. I like the art too. Look at this, dude. This is a rack. R-A-A-K or whatever those things are that are so annoying in the game. That's a pretty cool picture of one. Or drawing, illustration of one. That's pretty cool. Here you go. Meet your Psycho. So you can play as a Psycho. There you go. Now we go to the back. I just want to show you a couple. There's more cards. Guns, cards, what is this? It also, yeah, did I mention it also comes with a couple of adventures in the back. This, for example, is a fire mage. So you'll notice that they have some of the D&D monsters that cross over with the Borderlands lore from Tiny Tina's expansion in Borderlands 2 DLC. So fire mage, necromancer, sorcerer, so you get to fight some D&D creatures. Or, you know, magical creatures. For example, this is a troll. So there are trolls in this game. There you go. And at the end you have the adventures. So this is an example of adventures and stuff. Spoilers, don't look at that. Okay. Inside the book it comes with hello Vault Hunters. Head to nirvanagames.com to find blank and pre-made character sheets, and it comes with some already here. So, character sheets and places to put your gun information. So there you go. Beautiful. That came in here. So that's what was there. Okay, next. Do you have to go and buy your own Dungeon Master screen? No. Or Game Master. I feel like everybody's gonna get sued nowadays by Wizards of the Coast if you say Dungeon Master anything, right? It's supposed to be gaming environment here, right? Okay, so this is your GM screen. I'm gonna, so I can fit it on the shot. There it is. Pretty cool. It's the low profile one, which is the ones I prefer, so you can see over it while you're conducting your game. What else? More character sheets, blanks. There you go. If you don't have a table like mine, where you can actually remove the this felt, this table can be, you can remove the felt, and underneath I have a plexiglass gridded sheet so I can dry erase and all of that stuff for Dungeons and Dragons. If you don't have that, the game already comes with a small travel board, wet erase. It's two-sided. How many games are this ready to play? I mean, already ready to play, man. The whole thing is ready to play. Beautiful. And if you say, well, I don't know what a dry erase marker looks like, well, don't worry, because this game comes with its own dry erase marker, an eraser. Look at that, they thought of everything. Everything is here. I haven't opened the cards yet. These are all the guns with the Borderlands symbol in the back. More guns. And then some little plastic stand-up things for your miniatures. Or in the cardboard cutout, sorry. Okay, there you go. I was so excited when I got this. And I will be so excited to start rolling up characters and running a game. This should be a wonderful experience. So everything comes tightly packed in here. So this, ladies and gentle beings, has been Bunkers and Badasses from Gearbox and Nirvana Games. Here we go. I honestly don't know. I guess go to their website and see if you can get a copy of this. I have no clue. Because it took a while for this thing to be delivered, like over a year and a half. I know with all the shipment and problems I've been having. That's standard nowadays. But I don't even know if this thing is on the market or will be on the market. I have no clue. Okay, next, front and center comes my last acquisition. Got here yesterday, which would be December 16th, 17th. I don't know. I get confused. Time has no meaning anymore. This is called Euthia. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Euthia? Euthia. E-U-T-H-I-A. Euthia. I just call it urethra, but people get mad at me when I do that. So I'm just gonna call it Euthia. Okay, this is the reason why this game perked my interest on Kickstarter is because I was designing a game that was similar to this one, which is a game where you can play solo, cooperatively, or against each other, in which you create your own heroes and you move around a map with tiles and stuff like that and doing quests. And so if you look at the back of this, let's get friendly. Oh, this thing is heavy. This thing rivals Gloomhaven almost in how heavy it is. This box is tall too. It's got weird dimensions. From the Czech Republic. And this is DIEA Games. DIEA. It's like the word idea but misspelled. So it's DIEA Games. So I'm so excited to be opening this with you because I want to know what's inside. I mean, I can see kind of what's going to be inside, but I want to start reading the instructions for this thing. It's a 1 to 4 players. So you can play this game solo. Like it says on top, right here. Oh shit, I can't let go. Right here it says strategic role-playing game, RPG, solo, competitive, and cooperative. So it's got 3 modes of play. Beautiful. So let's dig into the beauties of this game. Okay, opening, drum roll. Okay. Oh wow, this only happens once in a lifetime for this game. When you discover a new game, there's very few feelings that compared to that. Okay. Now, let's dig in. There's gonna be a sound of a vacuum of space here. Oh, why is this over here? I'm supposed to be over here. Okay. Am I over here? Yeah, over here. Here you go. I can't handle the power. It sucks too much. Ah! I can't open it. Ah! I need more power. It's almost there. Okay. Ooh, it's coming, it's coming. It's like a baby, it's being burned. There we go. Woo! Look at how deep that thing is. I can live in there for like weeks. Look at this shit. This box is huge. Oh wow. Look at the art. The art alone is worth the price of admission, my friends. That is fucking cool, man. Wow, that is good art. That's how someday I want to be able to draw like that. In my channel I have some things where I try to draw shit and I suck, and this is how people draw shit. This is a book that says lore and art. Okay. Oh, this may be some of the rewards, the unlockables. What do you call them in Kickstarter? The things that unlock when you... the benchmarks? No. Somebody's gonna say it and I'm not gonna remember it. A griffin? Kind of griffin. That tail is weird though. It's got the tail of a manticore, kind of. Wow. Okay, this is for me to read and for you guys to be jealous at. Okay. Next. Scenario book. Apparently you have scenarios. Perfect. Gloomhaven has scenarios too. This book is not as beefy as Gloomhaven scenario book. It's fairly short. It's got... It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 scenarios. There you go. I'm not gonna open it because this is spoilers. Okay, don't look at that. Okay, fuck it. Scenario book. Here are scenarios. There you go. Example of what a scenario book looks like. Boom. There you go. What is this? The appendix? Oh man. You know you bought a heavy duty game when it comes with an appendix that has 31 pages. 31 pages of appendix. I think I only have one appendix. This thing has 30 appendices. Example of the appendix, okay? Merchant, pickpocket, fury, thief, stealth. So this explains everything, all the definitions of everything in the game, I'm assuming. There you go. The rulebook. 14 and plus. If you're under 14 years, please log off of this fucking channel. Thank you. Okay. Okay, example of what the rules look like. Obviously I haven't read any of these, so I don't know what the hell this is. It's 35 pages with an index at the back of the achievement sheet. Oh, what is this? Some little stickers. Stickers? I don't know if they're permanent stickers like Gloomhaven stickers or regular stickers, or I guess most stickers are kind of permanent. But stickers. Achievement sheet with a place to put your name up here. Huh, interesting. Oh, these are all the same. They're like, oh man, these are limited edition, dude. You like write in these things and that's it. I'm getting Gloomhaven vibes here of only writing things once and marking it for life, basically. You know? Okay. Next is a plastic bag. Awesome. Next. Oh, these are the characters. This is Melder. Melder is apparently Melder is apparently a fire mage. I don't know. We have Skolder, or all these like fucking Danish names, Viking names. Skolder. I don't know, it doesn't come with a picture of who that is or what it is. Ael, A-E-L. I wonder if these are factions or cultures or societies. Or it just could be people. It's just I wish they would put the names of the people on there. Kleleleleya. Okay, similarly I don't see anybody's picture on it. This is Dral. I don't know what a Dral is. It sounds kind of painful. And this is Thai City. Thai City. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Thai City. Okay. No clue what those things are. Character sheets. Oh wow. Look at this. If you thought one plastic bag was cool, look at all these plastic bags. We need to compartmentalize. You know it's a good production game when you have absorption material in the box. You know, you have crash test dummy stuff in the box so stuff doesn't get damaged. This is very much appreciated. Not so for the environment, but because your game won't get damaged. Now it's up to you guys to figure out how you recycle this. Next. Two big dice, and this one is completely black with nothing, but we had stickers before. Oh, look at me, my brain is working. So we have these stickers, and you know what? There happens to be 6 of these things. And 6 sides to this black die. So I'm imagining that's why you wouldn't, well, I guess, I don't know. Why it wouldn't be already come together. I don't know, maybe. Okay, next. Ooh, a gel pack. Delicious. We have 6-sided dice of the common variety. Stands for your cardboard figures. We have Trade rules. I guess you trade in this game. And you roll too. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 decks of cards. These are enhancements. Fuck this, there's no light. Let's see, enhancements. Oh, a basilisk. Cool. And that looks like a basilisk from The Witcher. Because The Witcher doesn't do basilisks like Dungeons and Dragons do. Dungeons and Dragons does a basilisk like a lizard with like 8 legs. 8? No, 6 legs, sorry. But people from that area of Europe tend to think of basilisks as bird-like creatures. So imagine a cockatrice, I guess, because both cockatrices and basilisks supposedly turn people to stone, right? So maybe it's the lore from that part of Europe, you know. This is Czech Republic and The Witcher is from Polonia, Poland. So not too far from each other. Okay. There's bats here. I'm just gonna keep moving. There's cards that I don't know what they do. Obviously. Okay. So there's 6 things of cards there. We continue through, and oh, look at this insets right here. This foam insets. Actually, don't get rid of this. Always put it back in the box after you're done. So if you're traveling with the game, things won't get damaged. Yeah, don't create waste, man. This is not a waste channel. Griffin bonus. What is this? What is a griffin bonus? You need a whole box for a bonus for a griffin? Okay, we shall open this. I've been fortunate with the opening of stuff today. Normally I can't open this plastic things to save my life, but today we are. I don't want plastic in the frame. Here we go. You're gonna find out before I do what this is. Oh, it's a Griffin book. Okay. And a stand-up of a griffin, and you're like, oh, they're so cheap, they didn't even send a figure of the griffin. La fuckers, there's a griffin right there. There's an actual griffin. There's a 3D griffin right there. Little griffin card. More tasty gel for you. There's a stand for your griffin. And here is your griffin. Can you see the griffin? Let me pull it out. Because the dark... Oh, this is pretty. This is pretty. Holy shit, this is pretty. Oh, I'm gonna paint the shit out of this thing. Oh, that's a pretty miniature. You don't see that quality very often. You don't see that quality. It's like plastic, but it's a little bit heavier. It's a little bit heftier plastic. Nice. Look at that. Wow, it even glistens in the back, like they coated it with something that makes it glisten in the back. Oh, that's pretty. That's a fucking beautiful griffin, man. And it's got like a little bridle, sorry. How do you say that word? The thing that you put in the mount's faces so you can steer them. Yeah, my daughter rides horses, so she's gonna give me a hard time. I can't pronounce the bridle, whatever, however you say it. Okay. Okay, here we go. Wow, that was awesome. I want more of that. Next. Let me move this down here. Okay, here's a miniature pack. It's not just one. I imagine it's a bunch of them. Should be interesting. Let's get to it. Ah. Okay. Okay. Here we go. It's probably gonna be another card. Oh no, look at that. Right off the bat, big figures. Let me take the plastic thing off. Wait a second, there's something missing from this corner. Did we not get shipped something? Or is the griffin actually fits here? Let me double check. Ah, you see? I'm pretty sure the griffin should fit there. let's just do it. Let's just see the whole family together. Here we go. Something's gonna unlock in the world when I do this. Boop. There's your griffin. Fits right. Holy shit, this is fucking cold. Okay. Fits right there. Okay, take 3. It fits right there. Perfect. Okay, my guess is that the production of the griffin was delayed, and that's why it came in a separate box. You know, I'm not a logistics expert, but I think that's why this griffin didn't come in this box. What the shit is this? This almost looks like an earth elemental guy or a rock guy. Pretty cool. This is a fucking dragon. Not just a dragon, but a fucking dragon. This is a semi-dwarf looking guy. I don't know if he's a dwarf or maybe semi-dwarf. A lizard? I mean, sorry, a wizard. Pretty nice. A lady of the lake, as it were. Had a little hair stuck to it. I ate it. It's okay. It's fiber. Plus, it's a hair from the Czech Republic, so it should be good. There you go. Lady of the lake. Beautiful miniature. God damn. If you were Catholic, you would probably think this belongs in your nativity scene as the Virgin Mary or something. Okay. Or whatever. You can be Protestant too. Who's judging? I mean, I am, but nobody else is. Let's see. This is a tavern wench or an adventurer. I don't know. She looks cool. Okay. Oh, look at this. This looks like an Amazon woman. She looks like Amazonian. This is what Wonder Woman used to look like before she put on her party dress. Beautiful. The quality of these miniatures is, well, I would say I really like them. The detail on the face could be a little bit better, but the rest of the miniature is perfect. And this is Krogan or Krart or whatever from Highlander, the evil guy. I forget his name. Krogan? Is it Krogan? I don't remember his name. There we go. Really cool dude. Okay. Next. Moving on. 1, 2, 3. Edit that cut in. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the next step, which is more reveal. Okay, you remove this. It's like a tier system. It's like a freaking layer cake. Was is this? Was is das? Are these character sheets? You see, in the game I was designing, I had this type of character sheets, like a ragdoll thing. This is the reason why I wanted to get this game, to see how close it was to the idea that I myself had. And I think they're doing a damn good job at it. I mean, this is really good. Spoilers, I turned my design of a board game into a tabletop role-playing game. But that's for a different time. But this is good to see, because I was thinking of doing similar things to the ragdoll thing here, where you have all the inventory slots here. Beautiful. This is exactly what I was thinking about, because you see this in video games a lot, but you don't see it very much in board games. And so I wanted to do something like this. When I saw this game come out, I'm like, this game sounds like something that I've been working on. And sure enough, it's similar in places. Obviously everything is different. Everything's infinitely different, but there's similarities here and there. And this ragdoll is an idea that I think it's long overdue for board games. I'm sure there's other board games that have done it, but not too many. So this is Ael. This is Dral. Hello, I'm Dral. I'm Dral from the Nordish lands. Dral. Dral. Okay. This is... Ooh, This is the Amazon woman. Keleia means to read in Spanish, or what she used to read, que leía. But this is European, obviously, so this is Keleia or something like that. Blah. Next. Ooh, Maelder. The fire mage looking dude. This looks awesome. He would be my character of choice, I think. Either, I don't know, Keleia looks pretty fucking awesome. So it would be between her and this dude. This dude is... I normally play the badass looking women in the games. They're pretty cool. And let's see. Oh, here's the dwarf guy. Skoldur. Skol. 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 I don't have my mug. Where's my mug? Skol. Hold on. There's always time for celebration. Skol. This is my Renaissance Festival mug. Skol. Skol. Okay. There's Skol. And now we have Tae City. It's like your iPhone companion, but with a proper name. Tae City. There you go. Isn't that cool? Beautiful. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters. And I think all these characters were represented in the big miniatures. But let's double check. I'll take a quick peek over here again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are your player characters. These are obviously 2 monsters and the griffin that would go there. So yeah, that's your player character. So you can, I'm gonna paint those. And I will put the painting of those on YouTube. It's gonna be fun. I can't paint worth a damn, but you're gonna like it. You're gonna be forced to like my shit. For once, okay? Like my shit. Like it. Like it. Don't subscribe, just like. No, don't even like. I mean, like it, don't physically press the like button, just like it because you like shit. It's okay for you to like it without telling me that you like it, okay? What a concept, right? What a concept. Stuff. More stuff. Items and weapons. This is good, because this is what I was thinking of doing too, making all these weapons and things so you could put them in slots with all the stats here, what they do with icons, easy to read icons, the cost and the damage dice that you roll, blah blah blah, all that stuff. Really well done. Really well done. This is well thought out. Congratulations. Congratulations, DEI Games. This is beautiful. I like it. I love it. Worth every penny. I like it when people do something to a great standard, they stick with it, and they deliver. Okay, this is a quality product right here. It's a quality game. Of course, I can't say anything for the play of it actually, but for the making so far, for the pieces, it's really good. So if the rules are half as good as the care that it took them to make everything else, then this game should be pretty good. So later on I may have a review of this game as it plays. Okay, so next. Oh man, there's a ton of these. There is a ton of these. I'm not gonna... Oh. Well. These are obviously more items and things. Okay. Really beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 of these. 11 of these sheets with items and things. Beautiful. Holy shit, what is this? Oh, these are the terrain tiles maybe back here, or maybe monsters. Look like both monsters and terrain tiles. Let me undo this. I want to see some of this stuff. Let's move the box out of the way. This looks like a track of some kind. Maybe as you move through the dungeon, that's And from the game I was making, this is the way I wanted to show moving through a dungeon, through spaces like this, if this is indeed what that is. It looks like a victory track around the outer edge. Maybe. I mean, I played enough games to where I know what a victory track looks like. Pretty. Look at this pretty art. Good art. Not pretty. Pretty is not a good word. This is good art. It's concise. It shows you what you need to know. It's clear, concise, and beautiful. That's art is beautiful. It's never pretty. Never call things pretty. Pretty is not a good word to use. Oh, and here are your characters. Up here are your characters. So everything has a character, and these are the monsters that we saw in the other box. So everything that has a physical miniature also has a cardboard cutout. Interesting. Okay, these are coins and shields and other things, little monster tokens here. There must be justice for all. Okay, more stuff. More stuff. I'm gonna flip through these until I get to these, the terrain tiles, because you build the terrain as you go. Terrain tiles. On one side you have a thing, on the other side you have another thing. One thing, another thing. More terrain tiles. They have different levels. Like the first terrain tiles had a 1, these ones have a 2. Okay. And I think that's about it. I mean, everything, you know, 3, 4, so on and so forth. So this is good. This is good. So that was the unboxing of Euthia. Torment of Resurrection. Beautiful. It did not disappoint in the least. Love the miniatures. Love all the tiles. Love the art. Love the paper doll things. Now what's left is for me to actually love the gameplay. And we'll see that next time, okay? I want to play this before the end of the year. A call to arms to my Gloomhaven quartet. This game beckons us. With that, I bid you adieu. And may your plane always include roll. And that's R-O-L-E and not R-O-L-L. Although it does include both. Okay, I'm rambling. Goodbye.